Hi, today I'm going to talk about whether or not it's possible to use the no contact rule when there are children involved. If you are watching this and you're thinking, what the heck is the no contact rule? Then most likely you either haven't been divorced or come out of a long-term relationship recently, or you've been under a rock. Whatever the case is, make sure to check out this video with the no contact rule. So the no contact rule can absolutely be successful, active, and in place with children involved. However, this is one of those very few instances where the no contact rule shouldn't be performed to its extremity. Instead, it must be approached in a way where you're always prioritizing your children. And like the saying says, divorces are like snowflakes. No two are alike. So every divorce has unique legal and or parental issues that require different strategies. So much the same, the no contact rule will require some editing and adjusting. But here are 3 ways to properly use the no contact rule while having to co-parent with your ex after divorce. Number 1, I repeat, do not use the no contact rule and your children to try to get your ex-spouse back. Don't do it. If you attempt to use the no contact and your children as leverage to get your ex back, you are not only going to come off as manipulative and controlling, but you will actually push your ex away even further. And most importantly, you will risk sabotaging your relationship with your children. It's just not worth it. So you need to figure out a way to put your emotions aside and take care of your parental duties first, which means there will be times when limited contact with your ex will be necessary and maybe even mandatory. However, this doesn't mean that no contact goes out the window altogether. During these times, it is really important to keep your interactions with your ex very platonic and very professional or businesslike. This would be a good situation where doing some deep meditations or breathing exercises prior to the event may really help you tremendously. Also, keep in mind that unless a court authorizes such action, one parent can block another parent with custodial rights from contacting their child. Number 2, keep your interactions professional. When you absolutely have to see your ex, for instance, if one of your children needs immediate medical attention, faces a major crisis, or has a special event, you will have to put the no contact rule on hold and reach out to your ex. However, like I mentioned before, try your best to keep the interaction very businesslike. Keep it as platonic as possible and devoid of emotion for the time being. Your goal here is to do right by your children while keeping the active no contact rule in place. Once the situation is over, it is important that you go back to your commitment of going into no contact. Number 3, if you're dealing with a toxic or a narcissistic ex. So if you're dealing with a toxic ex where civility is just not possible, or a narcissistic ex-spouse, then I don't have to tell you how much they do not like not being in control or how manipulative they can be. In these situations, no contact is best handled by using a co-parenting app. This is an app where the conversations between you and your ex will be recorded, and there are now several apps that are court approved and submissible in court, which will help keep the conversations in check and strictly about the children. And by the way, you can find a list of recommended co-parenting apps on my website, myselftruly.com. You also can use a court-appointed email system, or you can set up a new email account on your own for communicating about your children. Now, if you use this route, please make sure to respond with yes or no answers as much as you can. Do not engage in any discussions or arguments. Again, keep all interactions professional, no sharing stories or joking about your children, and no veering into marriage or divorce discussions. Now, if you're dealing with an abusive ex, it is a lot more complicated. So I strongly suggest that you seek advice from a qualified professional for both you and your children. This is the most responsible course of action you can take in co-parenting situations with an abuser, because you really do not want to risk making any mistakes. This person will be able to guide you and put you in a position for which you can go into no contact when the time is right. And please, if you are a victim of domestic violence, make sure to get help as soon as possible. If you don't know where to start, you can start by contacting the National Domestic Hotline, 1-800-799-7233. So having children does add a new dimension to the no contact rule, but the principles remain the same when you are taking some much needed time to heal and get emotionally stronger, because divorce can be really traumatic to many. So to summarize, you absolutely can use the no contact rule even if you have children together, and it can be very successful for you as long as you yield to your parental agreement and remember that boundaries are the key. And if you're wondering if you could use the no contact rule in a situation where you do want to be able to have a good co-parenting relationship with your ex, but you still need to take that time away to heal from your divorce and to get over your ex, the answer is yes. I go way deeper into the no contact rule topic in my new program, Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce program. Please check that out. It has a ton of helpful information, exercises that you can start doing right away to begin the healing process, important steps that you really need to go through as your healing begins, meditations, and so much more. So if you're a woman who's deeply struggling to get past your divorce and get over your ex, please check it out. I have put the link below, or you can look it up on my website, mysweptruly.com. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Take care.